Oh dear. Okay, so here I am. Boom. Yeah, live. You can see in front of me we've got the Bitcoin chart. We can look at anything actually, while we're here. In fact, I'll just... If anybody's got anything I want to look at, stick it in the chat, and I will have a look. That's better. I can see everything now. Right, let's go to the 6 hour Bitcoin chart. I've been banging on about this 6 hour chart. I love the 6 hour chart. The 6 hour chart really just captures the market without having to look at it all the time. I've got a few friends who, they constantly, every 10 minutes, they're looking at the charts. They sort of have a quick break while they're working and whatnot. And they just sort of think, well, I'll have a quick look. And they're buying this and they're buying that. And when they look later, they think, oh shit, I'll get out of that. In most cases, 90% of retail lose all their money in 90 days. That's the stats. Brutal. I mean, brutal.
Alert from Brave browser.
Right, so look, so this is a paid, this is actually a paid account on TradingView. I'm going to look at the 30-second chart. Now, I do not advise anybody, unless you're like a genius, to trade off the 30-second chart. I say genius, but I mean experienced, of course. But if you look at it over many candles, it really does tell you what's happening, right now. I mean, I can go down to the 1 second, but I don't want to. Ew. Okay, so where are we? I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Here we go. There we go. We're at... remember, each one of these candles is literally 30 seconds, so we are right on it. Let's have a look what's going on. You can see... Right, so I have got some paid indicators here, which you won't have, but you can see here, this is the green cloud. This green and red cloud is... Obviously, it's been red literally all day, and then we've gone into a little bit of green, not all day, but back to 6 o'clock, an hour ago or whatever. But this is great. The 60 second gives you a real, this 30 second gives you a real idea of what's going on, but it's literally as it's happening, as it's happening. You can see we've got a little bit of green. This is what I would use to time exits, or entries, 30 second. but it's not something I would use to make a decision, on a trade. I did try and what's the word, scalp trade and whatnot. But if you don't know where you are in the market, if you don't know your time frames, my God, honestly, you'll end up in trouble. Okay, so this is the 30-second time frame. Let's have a quick look at what's going on. We're looking at Bitcoin. This is the Bybit account. In fact, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to Coinbase. There you go. Alright, so this is Coinbase. And you can see we've got this. So what I look for here, and I know it's like a Saturday night and I should have better things to do, but the Coinbase chart is showing me that let's go back a little bit. We're going back to 3 o'clock today. I think a little bit earlier, but you'll see we've got this curvature. Now this, on this particular indicator, which actually you can purchase, it's actually a paid indicator, but this indicator is brilliant, but it shows the money flow, and I swear, when you follow the money, if you follow the money, that's what it really comes down to. Is money coming into the market or is money coming out of the market? If money's coming out of the market, then the price is going down, and if money's coming into the market, then price is going up. I mean, that's essentially the way every market works. So you can see the green isn't really, it's more red than green is what I'm saying. And now we're just coming through this curvature again, but we don't know. Is it going up or, this is a moment of indecision. Where are we? 61,306. So earlier today I made a punt. I put my head over the parapet and I said it was going to go down. And I want to show you why. So look at a different chart now. On the left you've got a 4-hour chart, and on the right you've got a 1-hour chart. So on the left we've got every candle is 4 hours. So it takes 4 hours to print a green or a red candle. Each candle. On the right we've got a 1-hour chart, So the way it works essentially is that the larger time frames, and I know it's a weekend and it's always a little bit crazy, but the larger candles are the 4-hour chart adds more weight, has more gravitas than the 1-hour candle. That's always the way it is. And the 12-hour candles add more weight than the 4-hour candles, and that's the way it works. I mean, I like the 6-hour candle. The 6-hour candles, for me, are a great idea of what the market's doing. Monday to Friday. Now, I appreciate the crypto market is 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. But we have the CME, which is the CME is more of a institutional type market, and that market is only open from sort of Sunday night 10:30 right through till Friday night 10:30, something like that. So you got the weekends are off, and that means that big money, sort of institutional money that operate on the CME, are not around. So they're not around to curtail any ridiculous price action. So that's why the markets at the weekends can actually fluctuate far more than you'd imagine. For now, although they don't fluctuate like they used to, because I think the market is more mature. It started to mature. I mean, Bitcoin's 10 years old. It's over 10 years old. 2008. So 13, 14 years old. So we've got some history now. Anyway, so as I said, crikey, Bitcoin's now back at 61,280. This is live right now at 7 o'clock. I'm in Spain, so 1800, 6 o'clock UTC. +1. And what I did earlier is I thought, I looked at the 6 hour, so I suppose we should spend a few minutes looking at the 6 hour. Okay. Let's go to the 6 hour. Here we go. You can see, believe it or not, that straight down line on the 30-second, which is a horizontal line on the 60, on the 30-second. See, this is the thing, right? It's all about time frames, and people don't realise they wake up in the morning, they have a look at the phones, they're trying to buy all these different assets, crypto coins, XRP, Ethereum, etc., etc. But it's the big time frames that dictate the direction of the price. So sometimes if you sit back and you think, okay, let's have a look at the 6 hour. Now the 6 hour gives you a good idea. And based on this 6 hour, I have to be short. And when I say short, what I mean is I'm a little bit more aggressive than most. I like to I'm going to get out and try and make money on the way down, on the way down. Now let's go back. Let's open up, in fact, I'll tell you what I'll do. I mean, you can see here, we don't have to go back here, hang on. So this was, so let's look at the money flow. So I'm on the logarithmic chart, but if we log into this zone here, apologies for the delay. My computer is really slow. Obviously going to have to buy a new one. But you can see here, this is back in September. So, not that long ago. Let's have a quick look. So I'm on the measuring tool, this little measuring tool here. And you can see that this is, like I said, it's 6 hours. And we dropped 18%, in 6 hours. Let's have a look at this. We can go back here, let's look at this one. Even here, it looks like nothing when you look at the candles, but That's another 8.18%. Yeah, 7.75% in a couple of days. So that's different, and sometimes it takes a long time to almost like everybody's like bullish because on YouTube, etc. There's 100 accounts, and they're all saying, "Oh, it's going to the moon. It's going to the moon." But I want to show you something, and you'll like this. Well, or maybe you won't. But if you missed this initial pump here back in 9th of August, and let's say that you spotted it took a few days, maybe a week or two, so 9th of, in that case, a few hours. So 21st.
Alert from Brave browser.
What's that?
Bitcoin
August
beyond
9th,
summit.
21. And it took from August 9th till the 7th of September to take a 21% increase in price. I mean, okay, so that's like practically 28, 30 days, a month. Well, it is, yeah, a month. So it's a month, and then that month got eradicated on the 7th of August, basically back to the same price, really. Back to I'm trying to find the actual. There you go. In one candle, 20% down. It took 12 hours. Not even that, but one candle. Yeah, 18% in 6 hours. So the reason I'm telling you that is because what happens is it takes a long time to grind up, and it takes almost no time to drop down into all those gains that took a month to gain, lost in literally 6 hours. Nightmare. Right, so going back to where we are right now. Let's go to 30-second again. Ooh. Let's go auto. There you go. There you go. So, yeah, again, we're live. Coin Fusion, just looking at the charts. We're looking at Bitcoin. We're down at 61,173. Because, but look, this is a crazy. You've got to understand where we're coming from. Let me look at this again. The market is crazy, but it took, we're back at 30th of October, so what's that, a month ago, and to get to all-time highs, to get this high here at 61, it's not all-time high, 61.5, bit higher. It took 159 bars, which is a long time, right? We're on the 30-second here, so it took, what's that? It's 1 hour 20 seconds. 1 hour 20 seconds. But to come back to the same level took 34 minutes. And that's the norm. What you end up with is it takes a long time to grind up, and it takes minutes or hours. So what takes days or weeks in gains is wiped out in minutes or hours. That's the way it works. And look, right now this chart is not really showing you the whole what's going on. If I go back to the 6 hour, you've seen something just recently. We had this big, so it took, let's have a look. So it took, to get from 57.5 to 60, all-time high, 65. It was literally, it grinded up there. Well, I say grinded up there. It took 5 days. Actually, you know what? That ain't bad, 5 days. We have been on a massive pump. But to go from there, sort of, it took a 10% drop. Took 8 hours, 2 days, sorry, and to go right back, it took 8 days. Okay, fair enough, 8 days. So that tells you that the market is bullish, and you know what? That's great. But I want to get back into this market, but I ain't get back into this market at these prices. I'm waiting for a pullback. So I have no idea when the pullback is happening, to be honest, if it happens. Look, the confluence is amazing. I've put these lines in here, but I want it to come back to at least 55, before I get back in. So right now, I'm cash. So I'm staying out. Sometimes, I always say there's 3 states to this market. There's you're in, as in going long. You're out, as in going short, and then there's literally out, where you're, sat in cash and just waiting. And it's a great idea to stay out. People always want to be in the markets, and they feel like they have to trade, but you don't. Sometimes that is the best thing to do. Just stay out. Anyway, I'm just going to go make myself coffee. I'm back in a minute. I'll tell you what, I'm looking right now, Bitcoin 61,230. When I popped on the channel earlier, inside our group, Bitcoin was 62 grand. That's £1,000 drop. Anybody who, I was cautious, but I like to be cautious, but you could have made, that's a 1-2%, that's a 1% drop. At leverage, 5x, that's 5, you could have made 5% in the last few hours. Anyway, I'm off to make coffee. Back in a bit. fuck me, what's all these fucking... What's all this noise? Let me delete it all. Okay, deleted. That makes it easy.
Alert from
Right, Ethereum.
Browser. Premium.
Let's have a quick look. Ooh, $415,124 profit. Yeah, I'll take that. Alright, so that's not real money, that's paper trading. You know, look, guys, Ethereum's, I mean, this is rampant. Fucking rampant, excuse my language. But, boom. Well, you know, in my honest opinion, Newton's third law of motion suggests that what is going in a direction could tend to continue in the same direction. But you know, I'm not sure whether this run is going to continue forever. Obviously, yet again, I like the 6-hour candles, so I'm always going to revert back to the 6-hour candles to get an idea of what's happening, you know, in the market. So I think we should probably look at that. Hang on. Oh, apologies. You can see here with this 17 bear, -5 bull, so it's looking like it wants to come down. Well, there's pressure, whether it's people taking profits or whether it's, you know, people just selling. I'm not sure. That's hard to quantify. But am I buying? No. You can see here we've got this green cloud. This is the you know, money flow. Is it going up? Probably not. That curvature looks about right. Pretty good for a free hand. But you can see, you know, it might take a long time. I mean, this could take a while to come down. Just, you know, that's like days away, weeks away. Where are we? 6-hour candle, 6-hour candle. But Ethereum looks stronger than Bitcoin, you know, to be honest. But I like to see a look. This is how it works. Let me. I've got the brush on. So look. So here's the bottom. Don't know what price it was. For some reason, let me just refresh the screen. Oh no, cancel that. Okay. Let me just make the screen look how it should look. Hang on, escape. Looks all wrong. Oh, ooh. Hang on. This don't look right. Yeah. You have to get a better computer. Anyway, let's see if I can just get this screen looking right, because otherwise it'll make it difficult to show what I want to show. Yeah, that's weird. Okay, let's try again. Research chart. Right, apologies. I'm not 100% what's going on here, but anyway, we can see the chart. We can see the candles. This is a 6-hour chart, right? So every candle is 6 hours. And in a nutshell, you know, Ethereum has been rampant. But I'm not sure it's healthy, if I'm honest. You know, have I got the brush, or have I got the... No. You know, we've got this constant upwards pressure, a little bit of sideways action, upwards, sideways, upwards, sideways, upwards. You know, they say the trend is your friend until it isn't, and you've got to go with it. You kind of have to go with that. So it looks like Ethereum's going to keep going, but again, I like to follow the money, and the money suggests that the money is curling, you know, down, as you know, as I've showed you this green sort of bar. It looks like money's curling down, and that means that money's going to come out of the market, and the price is, at least for now, a little bit toppy. And if I had Bitcoin right now in my portfolio, I'd probably be looking to either, you know, move it into Bitcoin or move it into cash until until Ethereum establishes a bit of a pullback. Now these red lines, you know, so these red lines here, you've got a red line at whatever that price is, because I can't see the prices, but these prices are obviously a lot lower. I'd like to see the price come back down, you know, just to cool the market off, and to allow the market to make a decision and think, okay, that's value, I'm going to buy a bit more, and push the price back up. But for now, I think we're topping. You know, the market is full of people that buy the top and sell the bottom. You don't want to be there. I've been there, done it. Especially when the market, you know, you sell because you're panicking, and the market literally, it's almost like it knows that you've pressed the button. I can't even begin to tell you how many times I've pressed that button, you know, and the market immediately turns back on me. You know, you panic and you sell it, or you buy again, and you end up, it turns again. This is how it works. The market is designed like that. It tickles the fear and greed gene, and you end up essentially blowing your account. Anyway, Frenchie, are you there? You asked me about Ethereum. We're on the 6-hour chart, so it's a big time frame. When I say it's a big time frame, it only sounds like 6 hours, but every candle's 6 hours, right? So we're talking about a lot of time. You know, I wish I could. I don't know what's going on here with my. In fact, you know what? I'm going to come back to this chart, and I'm going to turn. In fact, no, I'm not. I'm going to open a new chart. Let's get a new chart up. Yeah. Can I do a new chart? I don't know what's. Honestly, this is weird. I've never had this before. Let's move it to the left. Boom. Ah, we're near. Right, okay. Oh, that's not working either. Right, anyway. If I put up a new chart, unfortunately, for some reason, it's not letting me do full screen. In fact, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to close this. Yeah. Leave. Boom. And then I'm going to open up a new chart here. In fact, make it full screen. Right, here we go. New chart. Ethereum. Let's have a quick look. There you go. So this is Ethereum on the 6-hour chart. There's 4-hour chart. Right, 6-hour chart. Okay, so we're on the 6-hour chart. Wow. I mean, you've really got to look at it. I mean, for anybody to think that this is normal, it's looking good. No, but it is looking good. But the market can be irrational.
Alert from Brave.
And if the market is
Nexo,
irrational
buy
longer than
crypto
you're
with
solvent, then, it's going to make you a fortune. Well, or it's going to wreck you. Get wrecked. Who wants to be wrecked? Right, so look, let's zoom in a little bit, because once you're zoomed in, it gives you far more detail. So you can see here we've got a couple of bullish tails. The tail here is bullish because it means that the market dropped down and it got bought back up. I mean, every time it goes down, it gets bought back up. Same here, drop back down, bought back up, drop back down, bought back up. Same here. It tried to come down here. It tried to come down here, but it got bought back up. And this was the moment of, this is called a doji candle, right? So this was indecision in the market. So this candle here, right? So they couldn't decide. Up, it went down. So that's, bearing in mind, that's in 6 hours, it opened and it closed at exactly the same place. So the market wasn't sure. But this candle was, pretty aggressive, and it made the, what can I say? It went up. Since then, it's pulled back. So let me zoom back out so you can kind of see the pattern, because once you see the pattern, it becomes really obvious. So let's look at, so the market bottomed around what, $2,700. It went up, and then it went back down, went up, back down, went up, back down, went up. Hang on, run out of room on my table. Up, went back down, up, down, up, down. And at this point, it nearly made a lower, like within dollars. And then it went back up, and then it went back down. Right, so, Newton's third law of motion, what is going in a particular direction tends to go in the same direction. From here, maybe it's going to go back up, and maybe it's going to come back down, and then back up, and then back down, and then, and it'll keep going. But I'm not sure. This is the 6-hour candles. So what I want to do now is I want to take you to a higher time frame. So let's go to the daily. Okay, so here we are. Let's zoom out again. So you can see here now, this is the daily, and I mean, Jesus Christ, I mean, that was it was May or March or something, there was a corona dump or something, can't remember. But you can see, I mean, that was a massive, brutal dump. And that's what you got to protect yourself against, So we went, let's just work this as an up, work that as a down, work this as an up. Where are we going? What's going to happen next? Naturally, I'm thinking it's probably going to come down and then up. And even at that kind of level there, that's 3.6, which I would expect 3.6 is not a bad level, because we've experienced this as a bit of support resistance here, maybe a bit lower. Actually, you know what? Maybe a bit lower. Hang on, let me just redraw this. Maybe here is a good level for us to retest 32. So maybe we come back down to 3.2 and then go up, Who knows? But I don't, I mean, people hodl, and I get it, because they just think, fuck it. Yeah, I'm not sure hodling is the answer. I'd like to explain why, but I don't think I need to. Although, for those that are probably not mathematically minded, if you buy one Bitcoin at 10 grand, or one Ethereum at 4 grand, if it goes up 100%, and it takes, I don't know, a year to get there, eventually, a year down the road, you've got yourself, you've doubled your Bitcoin, and you've doubled your Ethereum. So you've got, let's say you bought Bitcoin at 30, it's now 60, you've doubled it. Lovely. You bought Ethereum at 2 grand, it's now 4. Doubled it. Yeah, great. But along the way, as it was moving its way 100% up this chart, it took dips. It took big dips. I mean, not just small dips. I mean, so we're on Ethereum here. It went all the way to, let's say 4. Let's just look at what's that? 4.2, and it went all the way back down to $1,792. Now, if you hodled all the way down, you lost 57% of your money. However, you're happy today because you're 5% up. The difference is that if you knew this was happening, and even if you didn't get up at the top and you got out So you got out at so your dollars. You took your Ethereum, you put it into dollars, or alternatively, you shorted and you learn how to short. You learn how to take a very low leverage short. On the way down, you'd have made 57%. So your 10 Ethereum, your 1 Ethereum, is now worth 1.57 Ethereum. You know, and oops. And you know, and let me just get the measuring tool again. So now you've got so you've got 57% more Ethereum at this point, and then it comes back up. You know, and instead of making 5%, you've made 148% on your 1.58 Ethereum. So now you've got 4.5 Ethereum. You know, that's insane. Now 4.5 Ethereum at 4 grand, 16, 20 grand. You know, this is insane. Amazing. Thing is, on the way up or on the way down, you can make money. Now, a lot of people don't know how to short the market. It's all about being a bull. Hodl. Buy the dip. Buy the dip. Yeah, I'm not sure buying the dip is the answer. I used to think it was because I was naive. But it isn't. You know, you have to be aware of the market. I call it the environment, you know. And you don't need to be staring at the charts, looking at all like me or anything else. You can just come to make it really simple. And this is where the 6-hour, 12-hour daily chart comes in really handy. You can just look at the chart on the... So here we are. We're on the 6-hour. And I do love the 6-hour. Now, right now, I've got... This is TradingView, right? This is a free account. This isn't a free account, but you can have this set up as a free account. And if you come up here and you go to candles, and you choose Heikinashi, it turns the candles from red, green, red, green, red, green. It gets difficult to read. It turns them into a very simple, because the candles close basically halfway through the previous candle, but it gives you a really good idea of how the market is moving, whether it's trending up or down. If it's trending up, it's green. If it's trending down, it's red. And it makes it kind of simple, you know. So this is Bitcoin, you know. I'm looking at Ethereum, sorry. You can see, you know, we've had this gigantic green, little pullbacks, green, little red pullbacks, green, little red pullbacks, green, you know, and it's little red pullback, and it may. Now look, when you get to the top of this, of what's you know, when you get to today, you have to assume, because it just makes sense, that that the trend is gonna continue, and the trend is your friend, right? Until it isn't. So we're sat right now with a little bit of a pullback, but you know, we have a bearish. Let me just zoom in. It's got a bullish tail. Bullish tail. So a bullish tail is when it dumps, but it gets brought back up. So you end up with this like little skinny wick, and that suggests that people here are buying it. You know. Well, we don't know. Is it going to go? Carry on going down? Is it going to go up? We don't know. That's the truth. We don't. It's a punt. But last week I gave you a clue. You know, when I turned around and said, look, well, for us in particular, if you're getting paid in Bitcoin, you're getting Bitcoin dropping into your wallet, it's probably, everybody right now is in profit, man. Every single penny, every single Satoshi that you got paid is massively in profit. So it's maybe time to turn it into dollars, so at least you are protected. And then just, you know, punt what you're willing to lose. Right, French, I think you're on. I can't hear you, but stick a comment in the chat, and I can see you, or at least I can see your chat. Look, this is I mean, Ethereum's on a blast. I mean, Jesus, it looks better than Bitcoin, if I'm honest. Wow. Let me just add a little indicator to this and have a quick look. You there, Frenchie? Anyway, either way, yeah, Bitcoin's looking. Ethereum. So we're on the Ethereum chart. It looks great. So each one of these candles is 6 hours, right? So this is quite a long time frame. If I go back, this takes us back to what's this? The 30th of September. So it's a month, and really Ethereum's just done nothing but go up and go up and go up and go up. Yeah, it's funny. So this morning when I woke up, it was early, I don't know, 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock, something like that. And I took a punt on selling Ethereum. And I almost took the profit. Let's have a look. History. Yeah, look, 415,000 on Ethereum. I closed it too early. Obviously, this is paper trading. Look, I've been paper trading now for a year. I start off with a 100 grand balance, and but it's easy. There's no emotions attached when you're paper trading, so it's not important. What's important is the now. So right now we're looking at red candles. 6 hours, 12 hours. It's a long way down. Anyway, I think it's time we started talking real money. Bitcoin, where are we? Ooh, it's a 1 hour. So again, I'm just going to reiterate what I said earlier. We've got, I took this, put this red parallel line. There's two charts here. One on the left is a 4 hour. One on the right is 1 hour. So I've dropped a red line on this red bearish indicator. I've kind of been waiting. I was waiting all day really, not by the charts, but set indicator here. But you can see we had a red confirmation on the 1 hour, and it kind of came in here at the 61.6, but it went up before that all the way up to this resistance at around 62.2. I missed it because the confirmation came in 2 minutes past the hour, and I thought, well, I'll wait for it to confirm, you know. So I just waited another hour, and of course that hour experienced this reasonable drop. I mean, fuck me, it came down to 60,006, and I missed it. We've got a flashing green. I'm kind of thinking I might go long here. We'll see. There's no chance of me going long. I'm just waiting for an entry to go short. Just seeing the people that are just flashing in and out. Bye.
I tried star 69 darkness.
Right, I'm done. Maybe I'll do a stream later. We'll see what goes on. What happens.